parole.
All right, joining us now to talk about this, attorney, legal analyst Anahita Sedaghatfar. She's of counsel to the Cochran firm. So back in 2007, 2008, when he was convicted here, these were some pretty serious charges. 12 separate counts. We're talking about conspiracy, burglary with a deadly weapon, kidnapping, robbery, assault, coercion, and yet everyone seemingly is saying that it is likely he will be paroled. What say you?
I agree with that. I think it's very likely because the parole board is going to look at 11 factors. They're going to look at his age. He just turned 70 years old. They're going to look at whether or not he's accepted responsibility for the crime, and he has. He apologized. You can see in that clip. They're going to look at his prison record. That is so important, and he has not had one write-up or reprimand in 9 years.
Essentially a model prisoner.
Model prisoner, and I can tell you as a defense attorney, that is very uncommon. He has not had one little blemish on his record. He had a full-time job in prison. He mentored other inmates, and so basically he's done everything by the book. Like you said, he was a model inmate. And something a lot of people aren't talking about is the fact that no one involved in this particular case is opposing his release. So the victim that was involved in this, one is passed away, and the one that is still alive has said he wants OJ to be released, and he will be at the hearing tomorrow. And the prosecutor, you guys, the prosecutor that prosecuted OJ in this case has said 9 years is enough time. He's paid for his crime. He should get out.
Now, typically, these parole hearings are just a lot to do about nothing, right? And now this is just getting so much attention because it is O.J. Simpson. So what can we expect tomorrow? We are expecting a decision to be made day of, after he states his case.
Yes.
Because the board wants to get this over and done with.
Yeah, it is so high profile. We called the OJ murder trial the trial of the century. Everyone's calling this the parole hearing of the century. And it's very different than a trial, but yet every single media outlet is going to be there. And so there will be 4 parole board members. They will hear OJ Simpson speak. They will ask him some questions, and then they will issue a ruling. If they can't come to a unanimous decision, those 4 members, they will call up 2 other parole board members. If they still can't reach a decision, then they'll reconvene in about 5 or 6 months. They'll have another proceeding. If they do agree that he should be released, which I'm predicting that he will be, it doesn't mean that OJ walks out tomorrow. He's not going to be getting out of prison until October.
But even when he does, if he does get out in October, he's not essentially, he's a free man.
Yeah, you're so right about that. He's not going to be free in the way you're free and the way I'm free. He is going to be strictly regulated. He's going to have to report to a parole officer regularly. He's most likely going to have a curfew. There's going to be so many conditions on his parole. He might not even be allowed to leave the state of Nevada. That's going to be solely up to his parole officer and whether or not he or she will allow him to leave the state and be monitored in another state. So, you know, he may walk, he may get out, but he will never live the free life that you and I get to live.
We only have about 20 seconds, but these parole commissioners, are they elected officials? Because many people believe that Simpson was essentially given this harsh sentence and thrown the book at him because, you know, he got
the double murder.
Yeah, a lot of people think that this conviction in this case and this 33-year maximum sentence was really just payback for him getting acquitted for the double murder trial. That's not how our system is supposed to work, and in fact, these parole board commissioners can't even consider that murder trial because he was never convicted. He was acquitted of that case. So yes, it's highly emotional. Yes, it's something that is the elephant in the room, but it will have no relevance to the hearing tomorrow.
All right. Anahita Sedaghatfar, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Fox 11